It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, man, you can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, listen, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, getting to that moolah, stacking that paper, getting that guap, but always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time and energy are the highest forms of currency. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in Grown Man Business TV and understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. We on our way to the top, my G. We are approaching 30,000 subscribers. So big salute to all my day one investors and all my big wrenches. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new investors, all my new subscribers that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV, making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in this lane. So if you come to this channel, trust me, you here for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? Now, listen, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Be sure to tap into the channel. Make sure you engage with Grown Man Business TV, the Realest on YouTube, the Realest, the illest. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now listen, man, I want to start this live stream by saying this, man. You know, YouTube is nasty work. You know, YouTube, the whole content creating playing field is nasty work, because if I'm talking about, you know, celebrity news, if I'm talking about one of these rappers, if I'm talking about X, Y, and Z, when it comes to the culture, you know, 20, 30, 40,000 views on my live streams. You know what I mean? But when I tap into the real, when I give y'all, you know, the smoke screen, when we look behind the curtains, my G, when we point the fingers at the higher ups and the elites, YouTube is shadow banning the channel. YouTube is playing with the numbers. Word to Hassan Campbell. I gotta say that. I gotta say word to Haas. YouTube is playing with the numbers. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. YouTube don't make or break Grown Man Business TV. I had all of this before I started the YouTube channel. And I did that strategically. I did that as, you know, I'm no slave to a check. So I wanted to just throw that out there before we get into this conversation about, you know, the United Healthcare CEO being assassinated out there in New York City. When you start pointing the finger at the propaganda, when you start pointing fingers at the chinks in the armor when it comes to the higher ups and the elites, yeah, they gonna do everything they can to protect themselves. And I mean, as they should. As they should. When you got dudes like Grown Man Business TV at your neck, amongst other content creators that's not, you know what I'm saying, playing with the fluff, that's giving you that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, you should put a vest on. You should protect your neck, like the Wu-Tang Clan used to say, protect your neck, homie. You understand? So I ain't mad at YouTube. I ain't mad at, you know, this whole algorithm. I ain't mad, but we gonna talk about that. We're going to talk about that. You know, I put P. Diddy in the title, 40,000 views. I put Lil Durk in the title, 30,000 views. You feel what I'm saying? We get to talking about realness. That shadow ban is real. So let's talk about this, man. We all know, you know, Brian Thompson, that was his name, was assassinated out there in Manhattan. I'm talking Times Square. I'm talking Rockefeller Center. Yeah, I'm talking the big Christmas tree and all of that. Got his top knocked off, got his noodles spilt all over the concrete. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking professional hit. We all saw it, targeted hit. You know, he was out there for a healthcare convention. A healthcare convention. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning, I'm talking right before the birds start chirping. You hear that, yeah, that James Bond silencer. I'm talking the suppressor. Yeah, I'm talking 007. I'm talking about the golden eye. You know what I'm talking. I'm talking James Bond. That's what type of situation it is. Now, a lot of people are in my DM, Grown Man Business TV. I mean, what's your perspective on this situation? What are your thoughts on what happened to that dude, that CEO out there in New York City? And the first thing that came to mind is, yo, niggas get shot every day, B. Cameron voice. Niggas get shot every day, B. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a big surprise. It's not this been happening for centuries, my G. When you climb the totem pole, when you walking up the stairway to success, when you up there with the higher ups and the elites, we all know you could possibly be sacrificed. We all know you could rub somebody the wrong way. You could step on the wrong toes and you could get your noodles knocked out. We all know that. So, my advice to everybody is to simmer down. This happens all the time. Big wigs get their heads knocked off all the time. You feel what I'm saying? To protect the propaganda, to protect the agenda, to protect the machine. Now, I did a pre-recorded video. About this about 18, 19 hours ago, and it only got 100 views on it. So I would suggest you go check that out because the information is real. But what I did want to do is double back, and I wanted to do my due diligence. And from what I'm finding out, from me looking into the situation, from me doing my due diligence, right? Brian Thompson was at this convention speaking down on the healthcare industry. He was at this healthcare convention. He's working for United Healthcare. The United Healthcare, he's the CEO. And not only was he talking down on the practices of the healthcare industry, he was also coming up with solutions, better solutions for more people to get coverage, for more people to not be denied healthcare, for more people to get positive results on their policies. See, it's one thing to talk about what's going on. It's one thing to talk down on the establishment. It's another thing to bring solutions. Yeah, let's talk about this, man. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how everybody looks at it. We see the healthcare system in America as broken, but the people that's making billions, trillions of dollars off the backs of American citizens, they don't see it that way. They see it as a well-oiled machine. And when you got dudes like Brian Thompson, right, playing the spook by the door, yeah, sitting right up under the higher-ups and the elites. He got the title as CEO of United Healthcare. The United Healthcare, like he's the CEO. So he's the spook by the door. He's the dude sitting at the boardroom, listening to the whole situation, learning all the plays, and then going to these conventions and trying to change the mind of the consumer. That's what they not telling y'all. They not telling y'all that Brian Thompson was trying to change the game when it come to healthcare. Brian Thompson was affecting the bottom line of these insurance companies. Now, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in a rap. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, you got to know, this insurance situation in America is fraud. It's fraudulent. Every insurance, I don't care what insurance, homeowners insurance, healthcare insurance, car insurance, this shit is all fraud, my G. It's a Ponzi scheme. They make trillions of dollars a year. Trillions of dollars a year. And then when it's time for you to, get damage fixed on your home, they deny your claim. When it's time for you to go and get medical attention, get medical insurance, get surgeries done, get that cancer out your body that they put in your body, they deny your claim. Somebody hit your car, run down on you, smack the side of your wheel. Now you got to pay a deductible when you've been paying insurance the whole year. You've been paying insurance the whole year, but now that I get in an accident, I got to pay a deductible and I got to pay the insurance. And you don't even want to give me all the money. Let's talk about the insurance Ponzi scheme in America. And then you got dudes like, Brian Thompson. Now, you got to understand something, man. You're going to be on one side of the field or you're going to be on the other side of the field, but you ain't going to be able to play the middle, my G. And Brian Thompson was trying to play the middle. You making millions of dollars a year as the CEO of United Healthcare. You are the CEO. But then on the other hand, You want to try to change the policies. You want to try to help the people. You want to go against the machine. Well, guess what, Mr. Thompson? That'll get you turned to a Zaza pack. See, you didn't know that, did you? Yeah, that dog fur make you think you invincible. See, that dog fur is a whole nother situation that we gonna talk about, because this is dog fur on dog fur violence. But white people seem to feel entitled. They think that, everything going on in America don't got nothing to do with them. It don't affect them. Well, I mean, you saw what happened to Martin Luther King, right? You saw what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Huh, Mr. Thompson? You didn't think that could happen to you? Well, hey, rockabye baby. Yeah, rockabye baby. The bottom line is green. The higher ups and the elites at the highest level, all they see is green. And if you affect that money, you affect that bottom line, you out of here, homie. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, because YouTube is playing with the numbers. Word to Haas Campbell. Word to Haas Campbell. YouTube is playing with the numbers. So let's get right into it. I don't care. I ain't holding no punches. Insurance is a fraud, my G. The whole insurance, this whole matrix is a fraud. But insurance, that's at the top of the totem pole. That's at the top of the mountain. The insurance Ponzi scheme in America. You got the CEO of United Healthcare get his noodles knocked out, and you got the majority of people in America can't even afford healthcare. United where? Where is the United at? See, this is the play on words right here. This is the spells that they cast over the people. Where is the United at? It's nothing united about healthcare. It's nothing united with you're not united with the people. You robbing the people. You raping the people. And you got to know something. You got to believe this when I tell you, right? In every industry, in every level of evilness, you're going to have somebody with a good heart. You're going to have somebody that's a good person that's going to get involved with evil, realize how evil it is, and try to change it. See, everybody think that you got to get in bed with the evil people. You got to get in bed with the demonic system so that you can change it. See, everything they taught us is a lie, my G. It's a lie. Yeah, you got to get your hands dirty if you want to change things. That's a lie. You got to get in bed. You got to walk amongst the dirty if you want to change things. That's a lie. That's a lie, my G. Soon as you get in bed with evil, you open yourself up to the evils. Whew. Whew. Yeah, that's what Nipsey Hussle did. He got in bed with the evil and he opened himself up to the evils. Yeah, them spirits is all over. They lurking. They lurking, homie. Homie got in bed with the evils and made his way all the way to CEO of an evil company, an evil establishment, United Healthcare. He became the CEO just to get his noodles knocked out. Yeah, right on the pavement. It wasn't even broad day yet, homie. Salute to you. It wasn't even broad day yet. It was 6 in the morning. The sun wasn't even up. Yeah, the birds just started chirping. And that's what that silencer sound like when they get it sound like a bird chirping. You don't get in bed with evil. You separate yourself from evil and you create good. And always remember this, good will outweigh evil. You separate yourself from the darkness and you shine the light, my G. You separate yourself from the darkness and you shine the light. And light always outshines the darkness. But you don't get in bed with the darkness and then become darkness and then think that you ain't gonna fall to darkness, my G. That's why I'm on this app telling you it's a fraud. YouTube is a fraud. Insurance is a fraud. Taxation is a fraud. The America is a fraud, homie. We living in a matrix. This shit ain't even real. Now, let's go deeper into this, man. Big salute to the chat. 132 people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's go deeper into this situation, right? Because we gon' really dissect this. I want to talk about this. But I really just needed to let y'all know what we looking at. You paying car insurance, you paying health insurance, you paying homeowners insurance. Who's running these companies? Them reptilians is on top of these companies. And then you got dog fur having dudes like Mr. Thompson thinking that he could be the CEO, thinking that he could play in the darkness and then go to these conventions and shine the light. Nah, homie, you can't. Your light ain't gonna shine bright. You already laid down. You already did that. That's what separate Grown Man Business TV from all of this. All of this, because I'm on this app. Yeah, the app is evil. YouTube is evil. But I ain't laid down with YouTube. Yeah. I ain't laid down with YouTube. I ain't did that. I ain't in bed with YouTube. I'm actually using them against themselves. Yeah. I took the gun and turned it around on them and put it in their face and told them it is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. That's why they fear me, homie. You already know what time it is, man. Big salute to the chat. Let me run something for y'all. Let's look at something, man. Big salute to the chat. Hit that like button. Stop playing.
The CEO of one of the biggest health insurers in the country was just gunned down in the middle of Manhattan in what would later be identified as a targeted hit. A manhunt is underway for the gunman who is at large, but here's what we know so far about the suspect's movement before and after the killing. It's December 4th, around 5 a.m. local time, nearly 2 hours before the shooting.
I want to stop right there, right? Big salute to the chat. I want to stop right there. Now, we got the CEO of United Healthcare gunned down in New York, assassinated, got his noodles knocked all over the concrete. Yeah, I'm talking ramen noodles mixed with dog fur all over the concrete. And the suspect rides off on a bike. He's fucking riding around on a bike. You feel me? Like, he's riding around on a bike and he's still at large. Now, out there in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, or even in New York City, right? You got all these gangs, these drill rappers, and, you know, they sliding and they slipping and they slipping and they sliding. And, you know, somehow these guys get caught. I mean, it don't take long for these young urban community members to be caught and locked up and thrown on Rikers Island and plastered all over the news. And, you know, I'm talking they just get done dirty for the crimes that they commit. And then you can have one of these illegal immigrants, a Venezuelan gang member. Yeah, I said Venezuelan. That's what I like to call them. I don't care what the politically correct term is. Venezuelan is what I said. Yeah, you heard me right. A Venezuelan gang member can smoke a white CEO and ride off on a e-bike. Now, we all saw the first 48. They done been well past 48 hours and they ain't found this man, and he rolled off on a goddamn e-bike. Look at this. I can't make this. I'm telling you, I can't make it up, B. Look at this. Look at this motherfucker, man. The motherfucker rode off with an e-bike. Look at this shit, man. Look at this. Watch this.
Movement before and after the killing.
Look at this.
Before and after the killing.
Look at this.
Movement before and after the killing. It's December 4th. Before and after the killing. After the killing. After the killing. After the killing.
I rolled off on an e-bike. Now, that's where New York is really gonna crumble at. We got all these illegal immigrants in the United States of America. All of these illegal immigrants. And word is, this particular hitman was flown out, or he rode a bus, or he was in Atlanta. They paid him the money, got him to New York, and he did the hit. He did the hit. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in rap. I mean, the downloads are downloading, and sometimes I just gotta let it process, man. I mean, it's so much information in that, you know, it get deep with this, man. This man was flown from Atlanta to come to New York City, smoke the CEO of one of the biggest healthcare companies in America, one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in America, a white man. I'm talking the middle of Times Square. I'm talking Rockefeller Center. I'm talking right mid Manhattan, and rides off on a damn e-bike. Hey, look, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make it up. And I'm talking, we all seen A&E. We all watched the first 48, and it's well past the first 48, and he still ain't been caught. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you really got to be able to pin the, you know, the tail on the donkey. You got to be able to connect the dots when it come to this. Absolutely nasty work, man. And that leads me into the whole angle of dog fur on dog fur violence. Yeah. You know, when it comes to politics, when it comes to the propaganda, when it comes to mass media, they always paint the picture that it always got something to do with black people. Donald Trump just passed a bill so the police could shoot black people. You know, black people this and black people that. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, I'm here to tell you, a lot of the times it really don't got nothing to do with us. But if they say racism, if they say race, if they say black, then we automatically stick our noses in their business and we make it about us. This is a prime example of what's really going on in America. When I say dog fur on dog fur violence, you got these big corporations full of dog fur. You got these politicians is full of dog fur. And then you got a lot of people that's trying to change things, and they also have dog fur. See, let's really talk about this, right? And don't let this go over your head or under your bridge. But you got, it's always, again, the propaganda, right? The narrative is always black people don't have any unity. Black people don't stick together. But you got to know something. It's a certain grade of dog fur that don't rock with another grade of dog. See, you got a certain white man that don't rock with the other white. You got a hillbilly, and then you got corporate America. You got the country white man, and then you got the billionaire white man. You got the racist white man, and then you got the white man that's trying to mend and make things work and loving. White people don't have no unity as well. You put a hillbilly in a room with a billionaire, and guess how that billionaire look at that hillbilly? Fuck he doing in here? Huh? You put a white Yankee in the same room with a white countryman, and they beefing with each other. So when you look at these situations, you got to understand what we are looking at with the assassination of this CEO is dog fur on dog fur violence. It really ain't none of our business. It really ain't got nothing to do with us. We gonna talk about it. We gonna report on it. You know, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But I'm telling you, it don't. This is dog fur on dog fur violence. You got the higher ups and the elites, and then you got Brian Thompson. You got the higher ups and the elites making trillions of dollars every year. Trillions of dollars off this fraudulent healthcare system, right? And then you got white men, dog fur having Caucasian men like Brian Thompson, who make millions. He make millions off the same fraudulent healthcare system, but then he want to fix it. He want to make it better. He want more people to have health care. He want more policies to be fulfilled. He don't want people being denied their claims. And then you got these dog fur having people putting a hit on him. Another dog, white on white, dog fur on dog fur violence, my G. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. But see, anytime a black man harms another black man, they put it on the news, black on black violence. Why doesn't the black community have any unity? Why doesn't the black people stick together? Well, I'm asking, dog fur having white people, why don't y'all stick together? Why do y'all paint the narrative like y'all are hunky-dory, like y'all are best friends, knowing goddamn well you don't hang with Tom and Dick and Jerry, and Dick and Jerry and Tom don't hang with you? Huh? Yeah, you act like y'all is all best friends, and then, Brian Thompson get his noodles knocked all over the concrete, mixed all in with his dog fur. Black people ain't have nothing to do with it. And we don't want to act like that ain't dog fur on dog fur violence. Well, here at Grown Man Business TV, that's why you over here. That's what it is. Straight pure dope off the brick into the bottles. YouTube playing with my numbers. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Everybody is divided. There is no unity. That's why I don't really like how they put United Healthcare. Why put the United there? Knowing goddamn well ain't nobody united. I want y'all to try this, right? Look around. Ask the person next to you, do they got health care? Ask the person next to you when the last time they been to the dentist. Next time you go on a date with a young man. Next time you go on a date with a young lady. When y'all sit down at that Applebee's and y'all are splitting that 10 for 20, that 2 for 20 meal, that's so heavy. Yeah, when y'all doing that, look over the table and ask that young lady, when the last time you been to the dentist? When the last time, do you have insurance? And when you sitting across that young man with all that jewelry on, and he got the big earrings like Grown Man Business, and he got the designer clothes on, and he got the Gucci and all that. Ask him to open his goddamn mouth. Can you open your mouth real quick? When the last time you been to the dentist? And I'm telling you, here at Grown Man Business TV, these motherfuckers ain't going to the dentist. They ain't going to the dentist. Last time he went to the dentist when he was in prison. It's nothing united about the insurance policy scams that go on in America. And half the people out here they don't even have insurance. I always look at motherfuckers sideways when they get to talking this entrepreneur, they entrepreneurs, and I don't want to work, and I'm gonna do it this way. That's if you're not a successful business owner, then you probably ain't got no insurance, homie. If you getting it off of YouTube and that's it, you probably ain't got no insurance, because in the Matrix, they make it easy for corporate America to get insurance. So when you go to work and you drive trucks or you do whatever you do, when you go to work, you got good insurance. I got beautiful insurance. My whole family is under my insurance. My health, my dental, my vision, life insurance, all of that. We are at a point, and I just wanted to throw that out there, right? Most of these dudes ain't even got insurance, and they talking about United Healthcare. Ain't nothing united about the healthcare system in America. It's a Ponzi scheme. I want y'all to start looking past the jewelry. I want y'all to start looking past the prop money. I want y'all to start looking past the Instagram and the pictures and the Facebook. And I want y'all to really home in. And I want one of the first questions that you ask that person that you want to date with, what type of insurance you got? When the last time you been to the dentist? Yeah, that would account for that rotten smell. You smelling something, smell like death. You saying, damn, somebody dead? Yeah, his fucking back teeth, his molars is dead. Yeah, she got wisdom teeth. Them joints supposed to been pulled out 10 years ago. Let's talk about it, man. This situation right here, again, is white on white violence. It's dog fur on dog fur violence. It ain't got nothing to do with us. But Brian Thompson, he was trying to make change. Yeah, yeah. And the higher ups and the elite said, nah, we ain't having that. And they got one of those Venezuelan gang members that knock his top off. They talking about they trying to find a gang member. He rolled off. He's a Venezuelan. He went and got coffee. He drove off on a goddamn e-bike and we can't find him. And I'm here to tell you, I want to leave y'all with this. Homie's already back in Venezuela. He's gone. He made that hit. They put his ass on a bus or a plane and sent him back to Atlanta. And he's on a boat right now on his way to Venezuela. He's on a fucking banana boat right now with a couple of $100,000 in a knapsack. He's on his way to Venezuela. So all the news coverage, we're looking for it. He rolled off very casually on that e-bike. Knocked his noodles out, got on the come on, son. So you telling me, let's really look at this. So you telling me y'all can track the O Block members. You remember the O Block members that ran down on FBG Duck? You remember the video they showed us? Motherfucker running out the building, getting in the car, driving the car. We got the car at every light. We got the whole scene of how they smoke FBG Duck. All these dudes is in jail for the rest of their life. Lil Muwop and all of them is in jail for the rest of their life. But a Venezuelan illegal immigrant knocks off a CEO, gets on a damn e-bike in the middle of Times Square and rides off into the sunset. Come on, man. Come on, I here at Grown Man Business TV. I'm just here to say this. You know, listen, man, y'all got to be quicker than that, man. It's very obvious. It's dangerously obvious of what you dog for having people is doing. And I just want to let y'all know from a spokesperson of the urban community, we see y'all loud and clear. It's very clear. The smoke and mirrors have disappeared, homie. So Muwop ass in jail, but this Venezuelan gang member knocks off the CEO of United Healthcare and he drives off on a damn e-bike. Muwop, they got rental cars, they got gasoline, they got oil changes, they got switches, they smoke FBG Duck ass in the street, and they ass is in jail for 100 years. But a Venezuelan gang member on American soil, y'all can't find them. I could turn the first 48 on right now, and y'all will find the shooter in the first 48 hours. It done been 2-3 days, and y'all ain't found the Venezuelan. Well, listen to me. I'm telling you, he's from Venezuela. Nasty work, man. Salute to the chat, man.
It's December 4th, around 5 a.m. local time, nearly 2 hours before the shooting, and the suspect is seen outside this hostel on West 103rd Street on the Upper West Side, according to surveillance footage reviewed by local authorities. Police later released these images of the suspect, whom authorities believe is seen flirting with a desk clerk in the...
Look at this right here. Look at the Venezuelan gang member right here. Absolutely nasty work. Why we ain't got no pictures of Muwop smiling and flirting and looking like a GQ model or something? See, when you one of us, we don't get this type of news coverage. This Venezuelan gang member could quite possibly get a modeling career after all this publicity and this free publicity and this news coverage. Look at the picture that they giving to the public after he knocked that man noodles out. After he knocked that man noodles out, this the picture they want to show on public syndication and on the news. This what they showing us, a big ass smile. Now, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. This Venezuelan gang member looked like he got dental insurance. Oh, he looked like he got good look at this right here. Look at the smile and the dental capacity, and look at this. This is the type of shit they do that nobody want to call out. This is what they do, and nobody want to talk about it. Nobody want to put it out there because everybody is slave to the YouTube check. Everybody is bunny hopping and just like Meek Mills when it comes to this YouTube, except for Grown Man Business TV. So he knocked that man noodles out. I'm talking sprayed his goddamn dog fur all over Manhattan. And y'all post pictures on the news of him smiling like a goddamn GQ model. And then, but Muwop though, he in jail for 200 years. Cause what he did, y'all got all the video. So y'all got a video of this man's face, and we can't identify him. Y'all don't know where he at. New York City. That's what y'all telling me. The man went in there, got a goddamn coffee, some Nutri-Grain bars, smoked the white man and come on, son, and got on an e-bike. And y'all gonna play this shit out. Y'all gonna make all this. Y'all got news coverage for the next 4 months. You got a clear picture. I'm talking big ass smile of this man. If he was black, y'all would have already took his hat off, showed us what he looked like with the cornrows, and had a whole goddamn mugshot, on the news. It's time to let them know we see what y'all. Come on, it's nasty work. Dog fur having people, y'all done lost y'all goddamn mind running these plays and thinking we don't see what's going on. Y'all think we don't see what y'all doing? That dog fur ain't dog furring like it used to dog fur. That dog fur used to dog fur real good. Y'all used to get over with a lot of shit, but I'm here to tell you, that's a Venezuelan gang member. That's an illegal immigrant out there in New York. Smoked your goddamn boots. I can't feel sorry for you. You played the game with United Healthcare. You played the game with those reptilians. And you got your noodles knocked out. YouTube ain't, YouTube, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Like it or love it, I'm gonna do what I do. Nasty work right here. Look at this shit. Look at this motherfucker right here, man. What are we talking about? You don't know. So y'all ain't found the shooter yet. Y'all don't know who this. Y'all ain't found this man. Motherfucker rolled off on an e-bike. Let me tell you something. He didn't go in the store with a Pooh Shiesty mask on. You niggas be having Pooh Shiesty masks on, and they still find you. Oh, look at his eyebrows. That's Muwop. You can tell by his eyebrows and his cuticles, and you can tell by the pupils in his eyes that is Muwop. We have high technology that reads eyes and reads your face and facial recognition, and we know exactly who Muwop is. And we don't care if he had a mask and a Pooh Shiesty on. That is Muwop. But you mean to tell me this man's smiling? Look. He probably rolled off on that e-bike, went back to that Starbucks and got the number. He probably in some ass right now. With a smile like that, he deep in some nana right now. He clapping cheeks somewhere in the Bronx. He's somewhere on a boat on the way back to Venezuela with some cheeks on his lap. Before he got out of New York City, he was in the Bronx clapping cheeks with a smile like that. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. Big salute to the chat. Look at this nigga, man. Look at this shit.
Hostel lobbies days before the shooting. 6:15 a.m. In this surveillance footage, police sources tell ABC News an individual who appears to be the suspect is seen leaving a subway station just 3 blocks away from where the crime would unfold moments later. These surveillance photos show the suspect at a Starbucks sometime before the shooting. His face is partially covered. The exact time of this sighting has not yet been confirmed. 6:29 a.m. A person who appears to be the suspect walks past the parking lot on West 54th Street, just 50 meters away from the site of the shooting. 6:44 a.m. The victim, 50-year-old Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare, is seen walking towards the Hilton Hotel, where the company's annual investors conference is set to take place. The masked gunman comes up behind Thompson and shoots him in the back. Nearby.
Look at that goddamn James Bond. Listen to me. That motherfucker had a James. You ever played James Bond 007? You ever played the Golden Eye? See, a lot of y'all didn't have a Super Nintendo. Y'all didn't have a Nintendo 64. Y'all new kid. Y'all, I'm trying to give y'all some game. Google James Bond 007. Google the Golden Eye. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. It ain't easy getting your hands on a weapon like that. You can't just go to your local gun dealer and say, "Hey, man, let me get a James Bond silencer, you know, the suppressor, and let me get the gun like James Bond so I can shoot." Motherfucker, look at you like you crazy. We can get you a switch. We can get you extendos, but a silencer? That's some federal. That's federal activity, homie. Like, I don't know if nigga can't find that. Nigga ain't never seen one. And this Venezuelan gang member has a silencer. You got to know something, man. Brian Thompson got shot one time in the back and he got shot in the leg and his ass was out of here. That's what that James Bond gonna do to your ass. Yeah, you want to go get a Glock 40. You want to go get it. You want to go get this and that. You want to go get all these fancy ass switches and guns and all that. But that James Bond silencer, that James Bond gun, that put your ass out, boss. One shot, your ass, it was laid his ass down. He laid his ass down. Smoked him, son. Who you think sent that hitman? United Healthcare, them reptilians, them higher-ups in the elites. I'm not saying allegedly it is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. Who you think sent that hit? The beautiful thing about it is that it's dog fur on dog fur violence. This is a prime example that I just wanted to use to let y'all know there is no unity, homie, even amongst Caucasian people, amongst Latino. Listen, nobody don't got no unity. Call a Puerto Rican a Dominican. Call a Dominican a Mexican and see what happened to your ass. See what they do to you. See if they don't slice your ass up and cut your ass down. Yeah, I'm not lying. I'll try it. Go out there to the Bronx, run down on a Dominican and say, "Hey, man, I knew you was Puerto Rican the whole time," and see if you don't smack your mouth off. Run over there to the Mexican mafia and say, "Listen, man, I appreciate you. You Puerto Ricans and Dominicans are so nice." And see if he don't get his Mexican mafia friends and do yeah. There is no unity. Get one of those billionaire dog fur having white men and put them around, Dirty Mike from the ghetto. We all got one of them Dirty Mikes. We all got one of them dog fur having dudes that live amongst us, and we call them Dirty Mike. Every ghetto got a Dirty Mike. The white boy, White Mike, Dirty Mike, White Mike. You know what I'm talking about. Get one of them rich ass, go to Hollywood, go to Beverly Hills, and put one of those dog fur having people in the same room with Dirty Mike, White Mike, and see how they treat each other. Yeah, Dirty Mike. Yeah. Oh, you talking about who's the white boy? You talking about White Mike? Oh, he cool. White Mike good. There is no unity. So them higher-ups in the elite said, you know what? Listen, man. Listen to me, Brian Thompson. We got word you've been trying to change policies. We got word that you've been trying to bring good to the people. We got word that you've been talking down on United Healthcare. You've been trying to, who you think you, oh, don't worry about it. Hey, listen, man, what's going on with it, man? You know you're Venezuelan. Yeah. Get him a plane ticket. Don't do me like Lil Durk and all of them. Make sure it ain't got no connection to me. Send him to New York City, and get him that switch and get him that James Bond silencer, and we got the money for him, and get him the burner phone as well, so that when Scott when Thompson come up out that building, we just gonna let him know that's him in the blue blazer, smoke his boots. Yeah, they did him filthy, did him dirty, man.
Eyewitnesses would later describe the suspect as holding a gun with a silencer. Surveillance footage shows the gunman continuing to shoot Thompson as he walked towards him, stopping to clear a gun jam before firing again.
Woo!
Police tell ABC News the shooter first fled on foot and then got on an electric bike heading north towards Central Park. 6:48 a.m., officers arrive and find Thompson on the sidewalk with gunshot wounds to the leg and back. He is taken to a hospital where he would later be pronounced dead. Police.
Good grade of dog fur right there, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, R.I.P. to Mr. Brian Thompson. And he definitely knocked off your cap. He popped your top. He definitely put your noodles all over that Manhattan concrete. But I want to give you your flowers and let you know that that's a good strand of dog fur. It's not the best. It's not the best strand of dog fur, but it's a good strand of dog fur. R.I.P. to Brian Thompson, man. They did you filthy, homie. Dog fur on dog fur violence at its top, at its best right here. Nasty work.
It's called the killing brazen, targeted, and premeditated.
The shooter appears to be a light-skinned male. He's wearing a light brown or cream-colored jacket, a black face mask, black and white sneakers, and a very distinctive gray backpack.
Just before 7 a.m., a person who appears to be
Look
the
at this.
suspect is seen on the Upper West Side riding a bike. He's heading west, away from Central Park.
This motherfucker casually rolled off on an e-bike. This is despicable. This is diabolical. Dog fur. Listen, y'all gotta do better. I'm talking to all Caucasian people, white people. Y'all dropped the ball, man. Y'all have absolutely dropped the ball. Y'all have absolutely lost all control of this great nation that y'all once had. It's over. This is over, man. Your ancestors are rolling in their grave right now at the fact that y'all let all these illegal immigrants over here. You got a goddamn Venezuelan gunman smoking your dog fur, having companions, leaving them in the street, riding off on a goddamn e-bike. Y'all ain't dropped the nuclear. Y'all ain't blew nothing up. Y'all too busy goddamn rainbow coalitioning. Y'all too busy arguing about what's a man and what's a woman. White people, y'all have dropped the ball. One thing I respect about older white people, the one thing I respect about y'all ancestors is they was ruthless, homie. They didn't give a goddamn. You told Hiroshima, here we come. Yeah, y'all thought it was, we going to Hiroshima tomorrow. They ain't talk on the news about it. It wasn't no press conferences. They won't smoke. We going to Hiroshima and we gonna drop a bomb on it. Y'all ain't like that. Y'all done got soft, man. Well, you got a man. This man, look at this man. Y'all ain't found this man yet. He rode off on a goddamn e-bike. That's the one thing I respect about the old white people. They didn't give a goddamn. It's wartime. They went to war, baby. Now y'all in the Congress and y'all in the government and y'all got transmissions trying to tell me you a woman when I know too damn well you a man, and you trying to tell me you need to be. Come on, y'all done dropped the ball, man. Y'all done dropped the ball, man. And somebody got to tell y'all this. Yeah, I call it dog fur, but I'm talking directly to Caucasian men, Caucasian people as a whole. What y'all gonna do about this? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. Y'all too in deep. You in too deep with you in too deep to the darkness. Ain't nothing you could do about it, actually. But sit there and eat it. Y'all gonna eat. And I want to give a message to black people, the urban community. Hey, let's back up. Let's get out their business. Yeah, let's get out their business, man. Let's let them do what they gonna do. They didn't already poison the water. They didn't already poison the food. They already robbing us with taxing us. They already robbing us with healthcare. They already robbing us with home insurance. All this other shit, they robbing us. So let's just back up and let them do what they do. That's what I suggest. Big salute to the chat, man.
He appears to no longer be carrying a backpack. Police say they're closing in on releasing the name of the suspect, but he remains at large. The bullet casings found at the scene had the words "deny, defend, and depose" written on them.
Soundman Studios, I'm gonna address you. And I don't even normally do this. A lot of everybody know I get into the comments a little bit, but I'm gonna address you, right? Ain't nothing racist about telling the truth, homie. See, one thing for sure and two things for certain. The truth don't care about your feelings. The truth don't care about my feelings. And the truth will remain the truth. It don't care. Truth don't dwell in feelings, homie. And when your hair get wet, it smell like a sheepdog. It smell like a when your hair get wet, don't it smell like a dog? I want to ask you a question, Mr. Studio. Studio. What's your name is? Soundman Studios. There's nothing racist about the truth. Now I want to show you something, Mr. Because you said I'm demoting you guys down to dog fur. No, I'm simply telling you that you don't have hair, you have dog fur. So when your fur get wet, that's why it smell like a golden retriever. That's why you smell like a Labrador, a Shih Tzu, a sheepdog. You ever seen a sheepdog? That's why. So listen, man, I'm not demoting you, but I am the only person that's gonna keep it 100 with you. It's not good hair, it's dog fur. Now I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Do that hair look familiar to you, Mr. Studio Man? Do that right there look familiar to you, Mr. Studio Man? That motherfucker right there look pretty familiar, don't it? Let's look at something else. Mr. Studio Man, this is the same as this. This fur right here is the same as this fur right here. And if you look at this dog in the eye, he is looking her in the eyes because he understands, he smells the dog fur right here. Look at the dog eye right there. He's saying, "Goddamn bitch, I knew you was an animal. I knew you was a dog when I seen you. I knew what you was, and I believe." And this is the same. Look at this fur right here, and look at this fur right here. All right. I want to show you something, Mr. Studio Man. Look at this fur right here, Mr. Studio Man, and look at this fur right here. Mr. Studio Man, I would never demote you. I would never demote you down to anything that you not. But I will keep it 100 with you, and I will tell you the truth, and I will let you know that it's a reason why y'all kiss dogs in the mouth. It's a reason why your fur sheds like a golden retriever. It's a reason. It's a reason why you got this blonde fur that you brush it in the same way. If you brush that golden retriever, the fur gets stuck all in the comb and all in the brush. And you don't gotta accept it. I'm just gonna give you the game, and you can take it or you can leave it. But you have. Why do your fur smell like a dog when it get wet? Because it's dog fur. Dog fur. Dog fur. Straight to the mouth. It is what it is. This is the thing. This is why I talk about the dog fur. Because for so long, y'all tried to tell us that y'all had good hair. That shit thin, it shed, it stank, but it's good hair. And you got all these black men trying to procreate to get this so-called good hair. And come to find out, it's fur, bruh. I don't want the dog fur on me like that. I don't want the dog fur nowhere around me. And I don't want the dog fur on me. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want the dog fur around me, and I don't want the dog fur on me. Dog fur. Dog, this is the same. Look, this is the same, bruh. Look. This and this is the same. This fur and fur is the same thing. This fur right here is the same thing. Look at this fur right here. Look. Salute, man. Ain't nothing racist, man. I love all people, man. I rock with all people, man. I got white friends, I got Asian, I got friends of all different nationalities and all different races. And, you know, a lot of people hold a high regard for me, Grown Man Business TV, and the utmost respect for me, Grown Man Business TV, because, you know, yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But the game that I'm giving you, you had to be given. Hey man, R.I.P. to Brian Thompson, man. Absolutely nasty work what they did to homie out there in New York City. Dog fur on dog fur violence is at an all-time high. And YouTube is playing with my numbers. So with all that being said, man, we gotta really keep this funky. And just understand, when you come to Grown Man Business TV, you come in here for pure dope. You want the dope straight off the brick into the bottles, man. It's nothing racist. It's nothing against anybody. But the truth will remain the truth. That's it. The truth don't care about my feelings. The truth don't care about your feelings. The truth will remain the truth. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Listen, man, I suggest you tap into this Grown Man business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoating nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. I came to give it to you raw, my G. Straight, pure dope. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. The shadow band is real. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. But before anything, hit the like button. It's free. The shadow band is real. YouTube is a dark entity. YouTube is a dark entity. A lot of y'all get involved with this YouTube and y'all lose yourself and y'all forget what y'all dealing with. Y'all forget that YouTube is a portal. YouTube is a playing ground. It's a stomping ground. YouTube is another way for the higher ups and the elites to measure your integrity. The higher ups and the elites look at your YouTube and they measure what you willing to do for the next check, for a bigger check. Y'all get in this thing and y'all forget what y'all dealing with. YouTube is evil. YouTube is a dark entity. The smart ones, we get involved. We keep our distance. and we manipulate the system, and we use the raging machine against itself. We turn it against itself. Yeah, yeah. Integrity over content. Integrity over the bag. Integrity over content and integrity over the bag at all times. At all times. I'm watching YouTube. I'm peeping what's going on in the YouTube streets, and it's nasty work. It's nasty work. Nigga, don't listen, man. Don't believe your own hype, homie. Don't believe the hype. Don't lose yourself in this. You niggas is going live every day. You niggas is posting videos every day. You niggas is losing yourself. You losing yourself, homie. And you know, if the shoe fit, wear it. You know what I mean? I ain't saying no names. This ain't no direct shot at nobody. But I'm sitting back, I'm watching these YouTube streets, and I'm saying to myself, man, hey man, integrity over content, integrity over the bag. You niggas is going live, and you niggas is dropping videos 4 times a day, talking about nothing. Flooding the YouTube streets. I mean, saturating the YouTube streets with nothing. We could never be the same, homie. We could never be the same. You already know that. Y'all know the difference between the two. Nasty work. But that's what's going to get you closer to the higher ups and the elites. That's what's going to get you closer to the bag. And that's what's going to get you closer to being exposed. That's what's going to get you closer to being humiliated. Your ritual is coming, homie. If you keep doing what you're doing, the ritual is coming. YouTube already know what they dealing with Grown Man Business TV. I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. I want to leave y'all with this. Salute to Hassan Campbell, man. Big salute to Haas, man. You got to know something, right? I think Hassan Campbell might be the last content creator that finesse YouTube out the bag at the same time on giving a message. And what do you mean by that, Grown Man Business TV? Well, Hassan Campbell, right? He started talking about Bambaataa. He started talking about being taken advantage of, and his numbers started to really climb when he started going into detail about Africa Bambaataa. And YouTube being so thirsty, thirsty, being so dark, YouTube said, oh shit, we got one. Oh, listen, you heard about Hassan Campbell? Yeah, I heard about Hassan Campbell. Man, he talking about Bambaataa. He talking about being thighed. He talking about Vaseline. He talking about all this sexual stuff. Let's give him a bag. Let's put him in an algorithm. Let's make sure everybody, push. And then Hassan turned around and went at the hip hop museum. I mean, a cash cow. The hip hop museum, is a cash cow to the higher ups and the elites that own the music business. Not only that, Hassan would talk about Bambaataa. He would talk about these experiences, but then he would also talk about, the higher ups and the elites. So it took a little while for YouTube to see the message in the madness what Hassan Campbell had going on. And after that, they did what they did to him. By the time they peeped out what Hassan Campbell was really doing, he got damn near 500,000 subscribers. By the time they peeped out what Hassan Campbell was really doing with the message, he was making $60,000 a month. He buying property. He doing whatever, he getting checks from YouTube for 60, 70, 80, $100,000 a fucking month. Things ain't been the same for gangsters when I'm a little too famous to shoot these pranksters, because now it's different for Haas. They done peeped his skill. They done peeped his movement. They peep what he doing. Haas gonna be the last truth teller. The last truth teller to finesse YouTube. When you telling the truth, boy, they shadow ban you. They play with your numbers. They play with whatever you got going. They make sure you're not fully in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? They really shadow ban you. They didn't know that Haas was a truth teller. They thought Haas was going to tell about Bambaataa knocking his back out and doing the Vaseline, and that's what they thought. And they gave Haas that money, and they gave Haas those subscribers. Well, not gave, but they put Haas in the algorithm a certain way. Once they figured out that Hassan Campbell was a truth teller, so just know, I say all that to say I don't do this for the YouTube check. I don't do this for the glitz and glamour. I don't do this for the likes and subscriptions. You know what I mean? I do this because the truth is the truth. The truth will not change, homie. So listen, man, big salute to the chat. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You already know, man. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I mean? You absolutely know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.